Who was the original Christ that precedes the Christian representation of Christ? Heru, Horus. Jesus, in this case, which is Horus, said, Satan, get behind me. Base of the skull and the top of the spine is the most concentrated part of melanin, the medulla oblongata, the mouth of God. Satan, get behind me is melanin. Soot on. Soot, which means the triple blackness of space, or the most ancient god ever to exist. On is Anubis, which means opening, black hole, black guy. This is Anpu Anubis, the black and gold one. Satan, get behind me is talking about your true self. It's metaphysical. Horus is called great face. What did I say the face of God was? The pineal gland. In the back of you, you got the melanin in the most concentrated part. In the middle of the brain, you got the pineal gland, which synthesizes the melanin and brings light. See it bringing the light? Lucifer means pineal gland. First of all, you don't supposed to follow none of this shit. It ain't about following. It's about understanding. These are formulas. So Satan just meant the most potent form of the formula, the essence of God. In the beginning, it was what? It was darkness. And from the darkness came the damn light. Satan ain't talking about nothing but your true essence, the prince of darkness. You are the prince of darkness. Lucifer means light bringer. Pineal gland brings the light and the light up the darkness. In the Garden of Eden, what happened? The tree of life. Where the hell is the tree of life? This is the tree of life. The Kabbalah. That's the tree of life. He said you can eat from all the fruit, but you can't eat from the tree. Long come the serpent, which is the Kundalini. This is the serpent right here. This tree of life and this tree of life is one and the same. This is an Egyptian one from the temple of Komombo that the Hebrews later adopted as the tree of life. And this is the one from the temple of Tahuti, or the priesthood of Tahuti, is the same damn symbol. The serpent say, don't eat this. The serpent say, go ahead, which means your Kundalini energy rises up and eats the apple, which is your third eye, called the Bindu seed. Up here, the tree of life, the serpent crawls up the tree of life and they eat a part called the daf. Now, the Hebrews take this part off because the white Hebrews don't have daf. That means melanin. So they take this point off, which means daf, D-A-A-T-H, a dat. Blackening stage, melanin. That's where you get the word Darth Vader from, the dark side. Pure melanin. Darth Vader was called in, Joseph Campbell was called in to help them work with Star Wars, and it's adequate. The Jedi warrior, the jet black eye, melanin. The Jedi warrior, the Djed pillar. You know what the Djed pillar is in Kemet? It's the backbone of Osiris. What's the backbone of Osiris? Bam! Backbone of Osiris. The Jedi warrior. The Jedi what? The black eye, the eye of Heru. Darth Vader. Darth, right there, D-A-A-T-A, the black dot. You don't know the powers of the dark side. Everybody got the black man to do the voice. Then the hero, Luke Skywalker, rises up, conquers Darth Vader, who is his father, and becomes the Christ. Light coming out of darkness. The hero. Heru. The word hero comes from the word Heru, and the word hero is Greek for great face, face of God, pineal gland. Lucifer, light bringer. Set, the goddess of the seven stars, is represented in Ursa Major as in the heaven. The word Set or Soot means black, but this god is also associated in Amenta, hidden god. Amenta is the deepest part of your subconscious, the hidden land. Hell is the hidden land inside your brain. That's where you are. You are the Lord of Hell. In Blavatsky's secret doctrine, they say when the church curses Satan, they're only cursing the cosmic reflection of God. Christ, Christos, the seed, it's in your root chakra, called the Bindu seed. The Bindu seed. You get the word bin, stone. Or bin, sun, S-U-N, sun. It's down in the gastrointestinal tract. That's what a Christ is. Jesus born in a stable. What is a stable? It has shit. You see what I'm saying? Jesus born in a stable. What is shit? The word shit comes from the word shut, which comes from the word soot. The oldest god known to man is Soot. Soot Nubis. Soot Nessie. Soot Ha. Later on Set, when it was pre-dynastic, you overthrow, whenever, it's customary to all ancient people, when you want to make another religion supreme, or just your view supreme, you always overthrow, or you always take the chief god of the pre-existing religion and make it the devil. One man's god is another man's devil. You get the word soot, which means black. You get the word on, anubis, and to it means opening. Soot on, shut on, shaitan, Satan. You get the word sutek. You get the word Melchizedek. Or sutek, setesh, shut on, Satan, Teton, Titan. These are ancient words for the most ancient God. Lucifer, light bringer, which means the pineal gland. Lucifer, pineal gland. Lucifer fell like the morning star or the morning sun. Then you get the Revelations. Jesus said, I am the damn morning sun. Stay away from the dark side. Go to Isaiah 45 and it says, I will give you the treasures of darkness. Now, in so many words, the Knights Templar, when they set this word up, they venerated a version of the goat god Pan, which was, remember, Saturn, the black planet, Osiris, god of the perfect black, and venerated, for those people who don't know, they raised up this symbol of the goat god Pan to honor their teachers. Because the goat god Pan is after Saturn, Saturn is the black god. So, Capricorn, so the goat, so to venerate that as the god of darkness, or Saturn, the dark planet, or what they call the black coalman. The black coalman, the Baphomet is none other than a symbol of the completed man, the black head, the Negro head, the Turk's head that appeared in the countrysides, and a crusader substitute that said cant word to find knowledge. So in so many words, they said that what they did to honor their teachers, the Moors, the blackamoors, they venerated the goat god Pan, which was the Saturn, the black planet, to commemorate the black head of their black teachers. And so the symbol of the Baphomet, which was called the Baphomet, was a symbol of the Moors, because they said that they were the perfected man. The blackamoors were the perfected man. The Moors, the perfected man, the black man. And that is where the Baphomet comes from. Later on, this thing goes around Europe, and it is also later on in the 1950s is venerated again with Gerald Gardner, who is the father of modern witchcraft. They worship the Sabbatic goat, the black man, which is also called the green man. Osiris is a black man. He is also the green man. The green man is the god of nature. That's where the horns on the head comes from. The goat, when they showed the horns on the head, in ancient world, they were talking about the god of nature, the goat god Pan. These particular ones, when they showed these with the horns on the head, they were talking about being one with nature. The horns of the head of Hathor, the cow goddess, later on, not only did she become the golden calf, the evil golden calf in Hebrew, the cow goddess, the horns off of her head became the head on the horns of the devil, as far as the god Canaan. All that is in a book called The Devil by Jeffrey Burton Russell. The Devil by Jeffrey Burton Russell. Another one of his books is called Satan, the Early Christian Tradition. And they show how all of these particular things got turned into Satan. They took ancient iconology and turned it into Satan. But the Baphomet is none other than the Moor. The Baphomet is none other, number one, all the Baphomet, Jesus, and all that's the same thing. But they're talking about ultimately the nature and the energy of the black man, and ultimately where you get the Baphomet that later on the goat god, the one that was drawn by Lippius Levi in the 1800s, that particular one that was drawn by him, I don't know if it was 1700, 1800, I think it was 1800. I have to go back and check. My mind is going to blink. But that's the standard one now. And then later on, the Baphomet was drawn by H. Geiger. H. Geiger drew the book in the 1970s called the Necronomicon. And he draws the Baphomet and he puts dreadlocks on the Baphomet. And they took those, first of all, they took his drawings and made the movie Alien. 1979. Then they made the rest of the Alien movies based on H. Geiger's information. You still on?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay. And then later on they came with the Predator with the dreadlocks. All that is from H. Geiger's Necronomicon. But he threw the Baphomet again. The Baphomet. So all your esoteric groups, they're worshiping the black man. So if Jay-Z and Beyonce is worshiping the Baphomet, I am proud for them and proud of them. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. The Baphomet is Saturn. So if you worship Jesus, you worship Saturn because Jesus is born out of Capricorn. You see what I'm saying? And Capricorn, so we talking about astrological, but the black planet. So ultimately this thing is astrological, alchemical, astronomical. Now on the astronomical stuff, all that stuff comes from the star Sirius. Nomo, the star Sirius, which is the fish, which is the fish. If you take the fish of Jesus and take the two ends off of the fish that the Christians is riding around, you will see it's a vesicle, look like a football. The vesicle is nothing but the vagina. It's nothing but the vagina, you see. They say we come from the sea. We come from the sea. That's why if you see in the movie in the last Pirates of the Caribbean, that woman Calypso in the movie, when she rose up, she had all the fish come from up under her. But that's also a form of Leviathan, and that's also a form of Jesus, the great fisherman. But Jesus is none other than Horus, a Heru. And Horus comes with his brother that's on the inside of him, which is Set. There's always two twins. It's Horus Set in Egypt mythology. Another one is Khonsu, and he had a twin brother that didn't come to the physical earth. And then you have Krishna, the dark god, but he has a brother named Balarama. There's always these twin gods. They call them Arasa twins in voodoo. It's always those. The twin god in Christianity is Jesus and Mary Magdalene. She's the dark twin, but she anoints him. So what they did here, they just changed the mythology around. You see what I'm saying? But Mary Magdalene is the twin of Jesus, and you could even say Judas is the same so-called dark twin when you go into other science when it comes to this now. What is the Mary Magdalene being the twin? Because you got to realize if you look at the Baphomet on one side of him has breasts on one side, it's male on one side and female on the other side, and that's what they're really talking about. The Baphomet is both what is called the androgynous figure, and the androgynous figure becomes the devil. The Baphomet that they're worshiping is none other than the Saturn form of Jesus, or the Saturn form of Horus, which is also the Saturn, which means the black man god, or the perfect black Osiris. That particular one is none other than the Baphomet they're worshiping in Europe is the Moors. So we have the witches worshiping the Moors. The Wiccans are the biggest. The Wiccans are the biggest group, becoming one of the biggest groups in the world now. They got the fastest growing book, and they all worship the black man, the Sabbatic goat. They worship the Moors.